Welcome, everybody, to Chip Damaged. Once again, brought to you live from Nashville, Tennessee. You're watching Twitch's only FGC gaming and popular culture late-night show, which nobody asked us to make. This week, SNK won over the non-believers by showing off their secret weapon. Her eyes are more covered than ever, but just about everything else, a little less. Capcom and Saban have entered into a holy union, bringing a well-known Fortnite character, Ryu, and Chun-Li into their Power Rangers franchise. Can you believe that? The Fortnite characters, Ryu and Chun-Li, finally crossing over into another game. Which begs the question, if Chun-Li had a Zord, would it be Spinning Bird? And more importantly, if it transformed into part of the Megazord, would it be the thighs? This and more this week, right now, on Chip Damaged. Welcome, boys.
Welcome back, everybody, to Chip Damage. This is Dingo and the Baby.
I'm Baby, and this is Dingo, and we're here to bring you some good old FGC news.
I'm glad to be back, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We did recently reach affiliate, and we see a lot of people are subbing already. This is our first stream
since. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, my God, as we said that.
Ragtag rides again.
Ragtag.
Right on cue.
Yep, Sweaty. I saw you in there subscribing before we even started.
Yep, Freezy Sama's already on it. Yep.
Easy.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. And we got a new look for you guys today, and we're going to kind of change some things up. Serenade, thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Serenade.
And thank you for showing me the way in Monster Hunter. Yeah.
Serenade's
Even though I got absolutely wrecked in Monster
Serenade's
Hunter.
our residential monster hunter, if you guys don't know.
Yeah,
So
I know.
if you ever have any questions, he's always in the chat.
He's kind of a sweat, too.
Yeah, he's our local sweat.
What does he have, like 36,000 hours in the game?
He's got more hours in that game than me alive.
I can imagine, like, every time I get on, Serenade's like, yeah, I'll kill this monster. It's like, when do you sleep?
We're not trying to overlook the followers either. We got a couple even before we started. Travy, Boo Boos. Thank you guys so much. Binary Warrior, Duckling, we see you out there. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, to those followers, Sweaty Palms, we saw you. We were in a technical rehearsal when you subscribed, and it was the funniest thing ever, and I couldn't stop laughing.
What a homie there.
Yeah, absolutely.
He chimed in like, oh, you guys are doing that rehearsal's pretty
I'm gonna
cool.
subscribe.
And his name is Sweaty Palms, by the way, so it was almost like he chatted that like, Sweaty Palms, by the way, I'm here.
Yeah. Hey.
By the way.
Yeah.
So
And just for a little bit of lore, Sweaty Palms, in fact, does have sweaty palms.
Yes,
This is not a joke.
They're insanely sweaty.
Yes.
You will slip and slide. You try to give this man a handshake.
He has a legitimate phobia about shaking people's hands.
Yeah,
He's
I love
worried.
him to death, though.
Yeah, last time I tried to shake his hand, I dislocated my shoulder. So it was it's fun times.
Slipped right off, did you?
Yeah.
But no, Dingo and me here, we have a really good show today.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff to
Super
talk
excited.
about.
A lot of stuff going on in the FGC. Twitter is fire. You know, every single day there's something going on. One thing that was recent, I know Zach mentioned it earlier, is actually the most recent addition to Power Rangers.
You guys are talking about those Fortnite characters
they
put
just
in there.
added
Yeah,
those
straight
two-
from Fortnite.
Yeah, because that's where Master Chief comes from. Like he's a
That's
Fortnite.
correct,
I heard he's getting a new game.
I mean, that's the reason why that Thanos became the main villain of Marvel is because you're like, oh wow, that's a really dope character in Fortnite.
Right.
We might as well have like the MCU be based around.
I didn't even
this
know
character.
aliens came from Fortnite.
That's true, yeah.
I totally forgot.
The
Aliens?
Ripley's power
No,
loader
it-
suit was it was just a distant background piece in a Fortnite
Dude, me,
level.
Kind of insane.
me and Dingo have been talking about forever about we're big Power Ranger Battle for the Grid players.
Absolutely. Kind of took a break for a little bit, and the community is great, right?
Yeah,
So it has
awesome
nothing to do with the
community.
game, nothing to do with the community. It's just one of those things where it's like you kind of get burnt out. But now we have these brand new characters, Ryu and Chun-Li, and I'll be honest, it's kind of sparked it back up for me.
Yeah, and so for any of you that have never played Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, it is literally a Marvel vs. Capcom style fighting game that involves Power Ranger characters.
Right.
That is slowly, I guess, evolving into actually Marvel vs. Capcom.
And way easier than Marvel vs. Capcom, if I might add.
And
it's like
it's-
the base tool set of
And
that game.
it's the gameplay is amazing. It's got a lot of old heads that are back in this game. I know Justin
Yeah.
Wong is part of the crew.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's if you guys have not touched, this is the best time to get into it. They have a special. I think they have a complete edition coming out.
Yep.
You get all the DLC. All
Thank you, Pineapples.
Thanks for man. You guys showing all the love today.
Two eyes. Don't forget.
Yeah, don't
Spell
forget the 2 eyes.
Don't forget 2 eyes when you
Pineapples.
spelled
Or
a
you're gonna get
man's
slapped.
name.
But it's awesome seeing the community grow. Power Rangers started off so slow.
Yeah,
tiny
absolutely.
little project, and now it's definitely becoming a staple now of the FGC.
Absolutely.
Would
It
you guys-
deserves it. It deserves it.
Would you guys say, like, if I'm, say I've never, like, dipped my toes in the FGC, is Power Rangers, like, I have heard, I'm not, like, an avid Power Rangers, player myself, but would you agree that it's, like, one of the most approachable titles?
it's-
Absolutely.
It's probably one of the
It's
friendliest.
so, on the base level, it is so easy, right? Of course, things get more complicated as it gets more competitive. But if you want to jump into a game and it's like a versus game, Power Rangers is probably the easiest one to jump into because it's just like light, medium, heavy, and then you have your special. And it's just that simple. And every character is viable. If you have a favorite character, you play them. You have a favorite team, you play the team.
You guys want to
And-
pull up that? You guys want to pull up that trailer? I put it
Yeah,
in?
absolutely.
Also,
put it in the
Viz,
script.
thank
Yo,
you
I've
for
heard
the subscription there.
Yeah, appreciate
Thank
you,
you,
Viz. Thank you
Viz.
so
We
much.
love you.
The homie.
Yo, I saw that the people were saying. I saw a tweet the other day that was funny. They were like, "What's up with?"
Puff, let's go.
Thank you so much, my friend. If only he was here to thank you personally.
May he rest
I
in
saw
peace.
somebody on Twitter saying that they're like, I didn't think it was possible to give Ryu the juice, but
Yeah, because he's been like iconically terrible in every versus game.
Dude, yeah, he looks so good in this game.
He looks like a whole monster. But let's take a look and see what he's got to offer in this game. I'm super excited.
And he's a goddamn Power Ranger.
baby girl rides again. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for all the love. I'm so happy.
All right,
how
there's
far this game has
Scorpina.
come.
Nuke that volume, you guys. We got blasted on the last one for having trailer audio.
Oh, God. All right.
Okay.
Even
That-
quieter audio would probably be.
So how you show? So here's Ryu. He looks like a
Crimson
beefed
Hawk
up-
Ranger.
Dude, he looks like a beefed up white
Look at
ranger.
the
Look at
I
this.
love it.
That's an overhead
Look how
he can
good
confirm
he is.
into.
Dude, look how good he
the
is in this
reset
game.
into cross-up overhead. Look at that. It comes back.
Yo!
He combos into a grab.
How is he? Why is he better than in Street Fighter? This is
Yo,
insane.
tell me why. Okay, he also his hits look so. Dude, there's so much
That-
girth. There's so much meat in them, and
Dude.
and Power Rangers doesn't have a lot of screen shake. So I'm like,
Right.
how are they making me feel this?
I love.
Well, and that's the thing. It actually does. Every EX actually has that screen shake.
Oh yeah, it gives that whole right there.
Oh,
you can
yeah,
see,
yeah,
It
you're
gives
right.
like that.
Yeah, and
big,
that was
powerful
after
feel.
I wouldn't say a recent update, but there was an update where they kind of added that to make it feel more cinematic.
Dude, the combos
Maybe
Ryu
that's why.
has right now. I was kind of worried he wasn't gonna be as combo heavy as the other characters, but here he is.
And it looks like he's got two EXs too, because it looks like he could EX his kick spin.
Yeah,
which I don't know the technical move.
Well, no, I saw that if you actually input, so you can do the specials because it's like a one-button special kind of. But you can actually, if you put the inputs for the characters, they do the EX versions of them.
Right.
So
And
yeah.
I do believe we have a little bit left.
I think Chun-Li's like a little
Yeah,
secret.
Chun-Li is at the very end.
Oh, did
here.
they
like-
secret?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a teaser.
They haven't
And there
shown.
she is.
They haven't shown too much of her.
And she's
so-
nothing but
Right.
thighs.
Yeah, she still thighs. Look at her go, spinning bird, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Chun Li over
Dude,
there.
I joked about it. 'cause
May 25th.
they popped up on the mobile game, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
We joked about like how hilarious it would be like if they added those two. And
Yeah.
I know people are mad that there's a plethora of Rangers you can add to the game, but I think Ryu and Chun-Li is a good crossover. It's sparking,
It's bringing so much attention to the
It's
game, which it
sparking interest.
deserves.
This is it deserves it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game. There's only like one thing that I would gripe about, but it's just like their lobby system sometimes is a little buggy. But outside of that, it has rollback netcode, right? It's cross-platform with like everything. Like they have Stadia on there. Who plays on Stadia?
It's insane. Also, True Steel Prime, thank you for the subscription.
Yeah, thank you.
Rides again.
Daithwar, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, absolutely. And so Ryu, that super, he has the air super, and
That's-
then he has the grounded super. Those are the same ones from Marvel, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
They're the same exact ones.
they brought back his Hadouken beam pretty
Right.
much, and he can angle it, which is awesome.
And Ryu, while he looks amazing, that little bit of Chun-Li already has me more interested
Oh,
in
because
Chun-Li.
Chun-Li is notorious for being really good at the versus game.
Right, yeah. So I'd imagine
she's gonna be disgusting.
I'm just glad that it's pretty much confirmed that Ryu has an overhead that he can confirm into.
That's insane. Dude.
So
you can also, if you buy the complete edition, you get his you get his skin where he has his helmet off, so you get
Yeah,
Ryu
yeah.
in the outfit.
Yeah.
And you get to see my boy's face.
Yeah,
I,
that'd be
I'm-
amazing.
I
I
think
didn't
Chun-
even know about that.
Yeah, so yeah, you get a helmetless Crimson Ranger.
Yeah.
What's Chun-Li's Ranger called? Is she the?
I don't remember. I'll be completely honest with you. I have no idea.
It has to be something Crane, right? I would imagine.
probably
Yeah.
Blue Crane.
If
I
anybody in
don't
the
know.
chat knows what, does anybody know what her actual Ranger name was? Because Ryu's Crimson Hawk, and then I'm pretty sure Chun-Li was like Blue Crane. Blue Phoenix. Okay.
Phoenix. Yeah,
Blue
yeah,
Phoenix.
yeah, yeah.
Blue Phoenix,
It was
that
either
makes
that or
sense.
Earthquake Thighs. though.
Luna says Blue Phoenix, and then right after we say, he goes, or something.
Or something. Yeah. No, he was right. I think I've heard that.
Oh my God, Viz won't stop about the Space Rangers.
I know Space Rangers are a big topic.
I don't know. I don't
He
know
ain't
if
the
we're
only
gonna get
one
'em.
either. I've seen the commotion is real for that. They're
I will say
Yeah.
like I am sad that we didn't get more Rangers, but I'm very happy that they did this crossover.
I mean, the
because-
roster right now is still amazing,
Yeah.
right? Like we have so many good
Like, don't worry,
characters.
this game. I feel this game could get to like an 80-player game.
Well, now
80
we're
character
getting
game.
to a point where it's like, since Ryu and Chun-Li are on the roster, Ninja Turtles are like a blink away. Like there's a very good chance
Dude,
we get Ninja Turtles.
I love the community. Like people are talking about making. Oh my god, I forgot the Lion Ranger. Who's the Lion Ranger? The evil one.
I have no idea.
The one I used to play. He was like the evil lion guy.
Daishi?
Yeah, Daishi.
Daishi?
So
Oh.
people were talking about having added an Akuma skin to Daishi. It'd be
Oh
like,
my
it'd be
God.
too perfect.
Yeah, I know.
I was
There
like,
you
I
go.
now I
Yeah.
want that.
That would be great.
Absolutely.
Everyone's like, Akuma's coming
Yeah.
some way or form.
Oh my God. Well, because he's in every versus
he
game.
sneaks his way into any game.
Yeah, he's even in Tekken, which
Yeah.
is like, why?
I wouldn't be mad if they added Akuma. It's kind of tradition at this. That
I
pretty
think
much.
more people would be upset than not because people are tired of seeing Akuma. At least that's the consensus.
I feel like if Akuma makes it in your game, you've made it into the FGC. Like you've been inaugurated.
They have Ryu and Chun-Li.
It's like
They just stamped it.
It's
for, like,
tradition
we're
at this
here.
point.
Yo,
Yeah.
speaking of Akuma, of Tekken fame, I think that Ryu and Chun are like a very cool FGC phenomenon.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up a less cool FGC phenomenon.
Okay, all right.
And again, speaking of Tekken, I think I've mentioned it in the last couple of shows, but I have been watching the We Play UFL tournaments, and I think, again, for as like very cool and extravagant and as those are, and I really like genuinely believe the organizers have been like incredible, and even the player experience was like
Right.
really, really good. Arslan, like, I don't know if you saw last weekend.
Yeah,
but
he won.
He just whooped
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh,
to
Arslan.
death.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
That
he's
man wins
godlike.
everywhere he goes.
He's
Yeah.
way too
His
godlike.
knees, he's like undefeated against.
And
knees.
he recently got married. Congratulations.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
Big wedding. It was awesome.
Good
He's-
one, Arslan.
He's a hero down there.
He brought the Pakistani buddies were there too. He had Awais Honey and Bilal were also at the tournament.
Yeah.
He-
I hope we get more in the Pakistan scene of Tekken.
I guarantee we will.
Oh,
I mean,
we
you
will.
I
can't-
want more of it. They're like the anime like heroes just waiting.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just like that story where it's like he shows up and he's like, I beat everybody twice in Japan and in America Evo.
He's like, I'm not even the best player.
Yeah,
in
he's not even the best
Pakistan.
player.
There's like 12 more like hard asses dressed all crazy, and they're like, oh, they beat our scout. Interesting.
Everybody's. I mean, it's been said to death, but it's like it's very much the like.
Pakistan is the Fire Nation confirmed.
Yeah, it's very much the he's been like the Raditz of Pakistan in the sense that he showed up and he whooped everybody.
Oh
and
yeah,
then-
he's
yeah.
like the Saiyans are
yeah,
coming.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got,
He's
like, the top
"There's
4
two
players
more coming
watching."
pretty soon.
Right.
Yeah, because he like whooped everybody at Evo Japan. Was like, I'm not even like the best, and everyone's like, what?
He's actually the only. I could be wrong on this. I heard recently the only player in history to have ever won Evo and Evo Japan in the same year at the same game.
Oh yeah,
That's
I don't-
probably true.
I don't think
'cause
anyone's
I've
ever
never
done
heard
that.
of that.
Yeah.
I've never heard of anybody doing that.
Exceptionally.
And then he
rare.
won world. He won the world championship. I'm pretty sure too as well.
Yeah, he won basically everything you
Everything,
could win in
Tekken
the year
related.
and that was like the year people had heard Pakistan Tekken for the first time too. They're like,
That's what's crazy. They tapped into it's just like these guys in this bubble just waiting to be unleashed in the world.
Man, if only if I
Exactly,
could
yeah.
have gone back in time and put money down on Arslan, that would have been great.
sure, yeah. Well, you know where you might have done that?
Where's that?
Through 1xBet.
I've
That's
heard
what I
of
wanted
that.
to. That's what I wanted to talk
Here
about
we
today.
go.
I had seen, and again, I have to before we say anything about them, mention that I think any of the news floating in and around the space surrounding betting and this organization and the controversy is purely alleged. But there has been some shakeup. There was some tweets that went out. If you guys
Yeah.
want to open, maybe we have there's an esports talk article they did that's pretty good, and I linked to their just as a way to potentially corroborate some of these incoming allegations, right? I linked their Trustpilot if we want to take a look at their business reputation is not exceptional around the world. So
I've been seeing that on Twitter. Yeah, they've been catching some flag.
Right. We can.
Oh, 73%.
Yeah. So if you look at the reviews, right? Excellent. 13%. 73% bad.
and that's 2,038
terrible.
reviews.
yeah,
That's, oh,
yeah,
man.
that is absolutely.
Do we
I
got
can't
anything what
imagine
people
what
are
the people are
saying?
saying.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so basically, to kind of give you an idea from what I understand it, right, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but They started as an online betting service for sports, regular sports, right?
Yeah,
And
they
then-
were in traditional sports betting world
right,
forever.
and they transitioned into esports, but it's basically just one big scam, right?
Yeah.
You throw a bunch of money into it, and you're trying to get your money back, and then they put you in this like infinite loop of trying to get into your account. I think.
I think that part, honestly, is not that different than a lot of other online, like, actual currency sports betting websites.
Oh, I
Right.
can see. I've done some sports betting, and it's like I've made it big, and it's almost impossible. They try to wear you out, so you don't want to get your money out.
Exactly. It's I mean, like a lot of e-commerce ecosystems, right? Money in is good for them, but money back out is bad, right? So if you can create some obstacles, right, that make that happen, that's wonderful for them. And they're counting on internet complacency, right? They want you to put money in and then just forget about it.
And just forget that
What
you
about
ever
it?
It
threw
took me
anything
a
in there.
month to
Yeah.
pull out $500 that I had won.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's insane. And as you can see, Lintretti is not very happy.
Had no reply.
1 star and, well, got a lot to say, right? Not very happy. And basically it's like try to make a deposit or try to withdraw, and they won't talk to me, that kind of stuff. And
Wow, a lot of
cheater, I will pay 500 pay. Yeah, all this stuff, man. I have done a withdrawal of, what's INR? I don't even know, but so, yeah, these guys, they're just racking in money. And I also heard they have, like, warrants for their arrests in, like, several different countries.
Yeah, well, there's some more. If you look at the, again, esportstalk.com, a partner of Rogue Energy, did an article that went relatively in depth about it, and they talked about one of the major things. They had a .uk version of their website that was taken down following an investigation.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they had it was like a 6-man team, private investigators who found that they had interests outside of sports betting and interests outside of their company's mission statement. They were doing things. They ran a service. If this says anything about the reputation of the company, again, keeping in mind this was the name sponsor of the We Play UFL event that just happened.
Which is sad because We Play has been, had a lot of attention recently.
Yeah.
I think those guys seem on the up and up.
They seem like, they've been having a couple like awesome events lately. And
I have some opinions about ESL, but
Yeah, they're like nobody can deny having watched that UFL tournament that like the
Right.
production value and everything.
Oh,
and
it
I
was
heard
amazing.
There was a lot of testimonials from the staff and again, especially the players who were saying it was such a great time.
they're saying it was like one of the best esports
Yeah.
events
Yeah,
they've ever
everyone had
like,
a lot of
participated
fun.
in.
Arslan
and,
saying
yeah.
specifically it's the best he's ever been treated.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the company 1xBet, they were not announced as the name sponsor until the day before the first event. And
That's a little
Yeah.
weird.
that was a
Yeah.
little red flaggy for some people, and there's nothing to
It's all
corroborate
alleged,
this, but
right? So it's like-
it feels like maybe We Play was like hesitant to even attach the name to it,
Weird. Yeah.
It sucks too. Like most of the players out here, we're trying to make money playing fighting games. We're trying to make it, and it just sucks that once money gets involved in something like that, and
Everything changes.
Yeah, everything changes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well,
I know people are trying to make money, but it's like to go
It's already
underhand
hard
like that,
enough
yeah.
in the FGC to make money.
the
as
famous
is,
tweet,
right?
the big deal tweet somebody said is, and I want to accredit this to Ultra David. I think maybe he just echo chambered it though. This might have come from somebody else first, but they said, like everybody's entitled to get the bag, but make sure the money isn't stolen.
yeah.
It's like, why does my money have
Yeah.
blood all over it?
Yeah.
Shut up.
And again, if it says anything about the reputation of the company potentially, keep in mind that they ran there was a sub-organization inside their thing called the Pornhub Casino. And then they also, in that UK investigation, it was discovered that they had been running like legitimate sports betting operations for athletes that are under 12 years old. So sports betting in kids' sports traditionally
Oh,
frowned
wow.
upon in the United
Right.
States, as we
Yeah.
all know.
Yeah.
Were they doing that with soccer players too?
Well, they're I think the most lucrative versions of all of the 1xBet contracts that they had were mostly with what they would call football teams, right? Soccer teams. And it has been alleged again that teams like Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham had been conducting what they were accused of a whitewashing operation. In other words, saying like 1xBet is like they've never done anything wrong, amazing, and they were trying to I think
wow.
legitimize them in the world of professional sports in a way that the esports community has been adverse to. Like we don't.
Right.
I think people generally want to stand guard against that and say, look, if they're going to enter into our space, we need to make sure that they don't create emphatic fans that are like, 1xBet's been nothing but amazing to me.
Yeah.
While we dismiss some of these other
All the other ones.
Right.
Somewhat
Like, I got something
substantial
in my bank
allegations.
account, so I don't.
And
you
like
know.
we've seen stuff like this happen in the FGC recently. I know the MK community had a big scandal with that.
Oh yeah, well, there's been a
Yeah,
few, right?
yeah,
There's a
yeah.
specific person. We
It's
don't
a
have to get
shame
on
just
that, but-
seeing. I mean, like taking advantage of a community.
You're gonna
like
make me
this.
say this, aren't you? All right, thank you for subbing, Dr. Tallywhacker.
Oh, that's Thank you, Tallywhacker. That is you're awesome. That
Dude,
is one of my good friends, Ninja
I love
Steve.
Tallywhacker.
Yep, Ninja Steve, I love you. Thank you for coming on in.
And
Yo, 7 gift
yeah.
subs. Oh, 7 sub gifts in what? 11 minutes? That's a hype train level
Dude,
2.
let's
Thank you
go.
Yeah,
guys.
I think that's
guys.
let's go.
Coming in, showing the love.
Let me get
Let's
some oofs in the
go.
chat, please.
I'm gonna virtually high five.
Ooh,
all
let me get
of
some
you. Let's go.
oofs.
Here, let me get some oohs.
I guess that was my ultimate question though, you guys. Is like, look, 1xBet, like entering into our world of esports money, the reputation is not outstanding, right?
No.
But if it creates a tournament where the prize pools go from $60,000 to $400,000, like at what point do we have to just go, okay,
Yeah, all right.
I know, right? Yeah, we're gonna host a Tekken tournament. The prize pool is $2 million. And it's like,
And thanks for the sub, Squiddy Kid. And oh god, I've got a lot of people. Viper, that's gotta be Andy, right?
Tennessee Luna, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Appreciate
Oh,
that.
Luna
Let's
dropping
go,
the gift
Luna.
subs. Let me get some more oofs.
I know,
Ragtag.
dude, Luna. We need a run back on some Power Rangers.
Ragtag with 5 gift subs.
Yo,
Amazing.
Thanks for the love,
Nice.
guys. You're
Wouldn't
gonna
it
make
be-
me
Thanks,
cry on
guys.
stream right now. Is that what's
Wouldn't it
gonna
be
happen?
so weird if he was so close to me that I could reach out and touch him?
Oh, that would be so weird.
Hussey, cry for the stream.
Okay.
Yeah, can you do something emotional? Somebody fill up.
Make him cry, Dingo.
Somebody
Jesus.
fill up a kiddie pool.
Oh my god.
We just need a basket of kittens on hand to just plop on the table.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that
Thank
what
you,
we're
guys.
selling? That's like what we're
If
selling.
you guys don't sell, these kittens are going to be thrown away.
no.
Right. Not the kitties.
These kittens will not be thrown away. They'll
Yo,
be
that's
taken
the-
care of.
That's the 1x bettest thing you've ever said.
Oh my god. Yeah. I get $500 for one of the cats to survive.
This is
Be
Sparkles.
at any moment, right?
Oh, man.
What does that sound?
Oh, my God. Well, let's
What
continue
is-
to the next topic.
No, is that a phone ringing?
That's the Horseman
Do we
line.
even have a phone in here?
Yeah, we do.
I can hear that. Where is it even coming from?
You know what? We can just ignore it and keep going. We don't have to answer it.
Okay, I mean, we are in the middle of the show. What is
Hey,
going on?
bitches.
What is
It's Team Cha-Cha.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
You know
man.
these people?
These guys.
These guys again.
I know you're not talking smack. You guys, like, what are you guys doing now? Like, what
We're
is
doing
this?
a show.
Yeah, a late night show.
Y'all fucking
Woo!
fake ass, dumbass, late night talk show
Oh
ass, looking
my
ass,
God.
ones wanna be
Hey,
looking
you guys
ass.
interrupted us.
Okay. All
I
right.
thought you guys played fighting games. Like I thought that was the whole point of this.
I mean, we
some
do.
games.
We are in the middle of,
No,
a
but-
crisis right now.
We're playing
So
our-
we're doing our best.
Yeah, we're doing
okay?
what we
You
can.
have
okay.
online.
Yeah,
We got
seriously.
online. We're Smashers online at.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
some fucking parts
Yeah,
that broke
that's
ass.
why trust me, we're suffering. You guys don't have to. We don't
What,
see you playing fighting games anymore. What the heck?
Yeah, rollback's pretty nice.
And why are you interrupting our show again?
Yeah, we're live on the show. And how did you even get in?
How did you even get our transmission there?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All right, we're here to rightfully criticize you for your lack of gaming content here, because it's like most of the
Okay.
stuff we see here is just talk.
Everyone's
we
a
just see you
critic.
talking.
Okay, everyone's a critic, right? It's easy to sit behind the other side of the camera and say that everything's terrible, you're doing a shitty job, but who even are these guys?
It's also easy to do a shitty job, huh?
Clearly.
Can we?
I don't know how to answer that.
Can we just get rid of them? Can
Yeah,
No,
can we just cut the feed?
Don't just hang up on
we-
us. You
can
can't
we
just
just get
hang
rid of
up
them?
on us.
All right. Okay.
I don't-
Are they gone?
I don't know what
Okay,
that
they're gone.
was.
All right.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
I don't really know. These guys,
You know, you got people.
are they like
just,
the Smash people
I don't
that like
know.
were sweaty on the other end of TNT? I don't know. Anyway,
I mean, anyway,
all right, back to the show, guys.
whatever that
Okay.
was.
So
Yeah,
that was
how-
so weird. How did they even
How
get into our
bizarre.
transmission?
Yeah, and like I don't remember answering the phone. Like clearly it was ringing, but
Yeah,
like
I remember
can you just-
installing that phone, and I regretted it.
I guess that's a weird question. Why do we have?
Well, I had those people come down. They wanted us to sign up for the service. So yeah, who knows?
Right. Yeah.
And how dare they?
the horse
tell
phone? I
us?
remember. I remember the horse phone was.
Yeah.
It seemed like a good idea.
We
at
have the horse
time.
phone, and it's for emergencies.
Well, and they tell us that we're not playing fighting games. We play fighting games all the time. We played Melty Blood last show.
We play Melty Blood. We watch Salty
True.
Bets.
Yeah.
We watch Salty Bets.
We're fighting it. We're gamers. I eat Doritos.
And you guys got to stick around for the after show, right? I mean, we do a late night show here, and we do some talking. That's true. But the after
I
show,
piss Rogue
that's,
Energy.
All right, I lab.
Yeah.
All right,
That's pretty good.
Tell me,
Yeah.
I'm a gamer.
I play Devil May Cry. I know what a fighting
Okay.
game is.
This guy's juiced with Rogue Energy because he went to rogueenergy.com and used code FGC4 to get 10% off his
Get your
first
discount.
order.
Get your discount.
I mean, that's if I had to guess why you had so much Rogue
God, I'm all
Energy. I knew
jacked
that's
up on
probably
Rogue Energy
why.
right now, man.
Yo, that's what a weird,
yeah,
what a
what?
stale interruption. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
that was.
Yeah.
I don't even know. those guys are.
Anyway.
Speaking about disruption in the scene, you guys see what's up with Shermie?
Oh man,
Oh,
you
sure,
talking
me.
about our Lord and Savior?
I am, yeah.
Let's go ahead and let's give a little sample to the people who don't.
I guess
know
we'll
what's
take a look
happening.
at.
I said what's
Shermie.
up with Shermie like I didn't know what's up with Shermie, but let's be real.
We
I
all
know
know
what's up with
what's up with
Shermie.
Shermie.
Okay,
This
let's
girl-
talk about Shermie. Right?
Shermie, for you people who don't know, is a. Well, there you go.
Look at that.
She's introducing
Queen
herself.
of thickness.
Yep, she is the
Shermie.
leader of the Church of Fitness.
Totally
the newest
blind.
addition to King of Fighters, right?
And I will say this on serious, she is a awesome character. She is
She's
right
a
up my alley.
grappler,
I'm
right?
a grappler player.
Yeah.
She's got dude. I'm excited for Shermie.
She
Twitter.
didn't used to look like this.
So she definitely got an upgrade on.
Look at that. Do you want that to happen to you?
I don't know if he's enjoying it or if he. Do you really lose?
Jeez, look at the grabs.
Dude, look at this.
Chain grabs?
Do you really lose, Cap? Dude,
Oh my god. Dude, everything.
SNK.
It's nothing but thighs and grabs.
SNK's over here just showing out with
Is this
Shermie right now.
the Golgeist character ever created?
Yes,
I'm-
it is.
You know I'm playing the hell out of this
Dude,
character.
the next offline major will have so many pillows with her.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
with her essentials.
The minute Shermie was announced, Twitter
Look
at
exploded.
Super.
Twitter exploded. But she looks like an awesome character, and every
yeah, I bet she does.
every King of Fighters trailer I keep seeing just keeps getting better and better. Look
She
at this. Look at
whispers.
this.
She whispers sweet
Dude,
nothings into
she's
your
probably
ear.
whispering like KO in your ear.
Oh my god.
She's like, "You ready to get death rolled?"
Yeah, if we played the trailer audio, you guys would know exactly what she's saying. She says it in there, in Japanese, I think.
In
You're right though;
Japanese.
those character trailers have been getting. I think they're more stellar by the reveal. They're taking the feedback extremely
Oh,
well.
yeah.
I think we've covered like the last 5.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
because
show.
I know
Yeah.
everybody they saw the first KOF trailer like, "Oh, I don't know," but
Everyone's really skittish about it, but the more I see, the more I'm like, I'll probably
Dude,
play it. Right?
I know.
And Shermie as a character just looks like dope.
I'm
I'm not
just-
even much of a grappler player.
She's awesome, and I'm super excited. King of Fighters is finally getting some love. I got my Latino blood. I grew up playing King
Yeah,
of Fighters.
yeah, we know.
It's in our tradition to be playing that game.
Where does that
Fact,
leave?
yeah.
Where does that leave me?
I don't know.
What game?
Rival of the Nether. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought you were MK guy.
Yeah, you're an
You
MK
don't
guy,
rep
right?
MK.
No, yeah.
That's a-
We'll stick with that.
That's a good
Yeah,
old.
just tell people what's
farm
in
boy.
We do have a movie coming out soon.
That's a good old farm boy.
Fact.
a
game.
movie's coming out soon.
Yeah, you're gonna get a whole grip of new fans. Yo,
Yeah.
anybody? This is a weird plug, but you guys watch the Kill Count YouTube channel?
The Kill Count YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yes. So
He
it's
j-
literally that, right? They
He
just go through a film.
Exactly. Yeah, he just covered the first 2 Mortal Kombat films, and I think the first Mortal Kombat film is a work of art, and the second one is like maybe Hollywood's biggest mistake.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
to pause everything for a moment, and I'm just gonna read Serenade's comment. guys. It
Yeah,
says,
do it,
I
do it,
want
do it.
Shermie to step on me. He put, I want Shermie to step on me and then scrape me off the cement like gum.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Serenade.
Well, that's just a taste of the degeneracy that's
That
going
is
to continue.
Serenade is a prophet in the Church of
I
Shermie.
can't. What's up, Wheels? I can't imagine.
What's up, Wheels?
I can't imagine what Twitter is going to look like over the
Oh
next
my-
couple
dude,
weeks.
Wheels
I'd let
just said-
Shermie push me around in my wheelchair. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I love it. This was a great character for them to announce.
Yeah.
She's building up insane hype right now.
Yo,
yeah,
Wheels.
And, we
I'm
can't
sure
all wait to be gum on the cement.
Wheels gonna
you know?
Wheels gonna be on the show at some
Yeah, we
point.
do.
Yeah,
here
Wheels,
soon.
we'll
will
be
have
seeing you
him-
real soon.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to pre-announce anything. I don't want to make him.
We may or
overcommit
may
to
not
it, but I'm looking
see
forward to
Wheels
it.
soon.
I'm looking forward to it more than my own birth. Is the only
Yes.
thing I'll
Right,
say
yeah.
about that.
If I had a son and Wheels was coming on the show, I would do the show instead.
Oh yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
that's a dead gimme. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah. Yo, speaking of, I don't have a transition here. What should I say?
Okay, all right, let's get the transition train going.
Yo, somebody, what is that? You, Del, last week that said your favorite character is my transition.
Yeah, my favorite part. Yeah, my favorite character of any game is Zach's transition.
You guys ready
to
for this one?
show.
Here it comes. Next topic. That's all you get.
All right.
I wanted to.
Well, why don't you give me Christopher Walken transition?
Hey.
The thing about topics is we're going to the next one.
Okay.
Do you guys like that?
Yeah.
That was great.
That was great.
That was a legitimate transition. Yo, pull up that tweet that we tweeted last week.
Yeah, got it up.
Oh, sick.
We got it.
Yo,
Look at
can we
this.
just? Okay, here's my thing.
Yeah.
Right.
We got an idea.
I don't like to call people out like this, but
Thanks for the sub.
this tweet is epic, and the idea is so good. You know what I mean? I mean,
sub to us.
yo, I'm gonna hold on. Let me scroll down in this. I forgot what I
Thanks
called.
for the
thing.
subs, guys. We got Wheels and Tex out here gifting subs.
Thank you guys
Legends.
so much.
Freaking
Yo, did
legends.
Ragtag give another 5?
Okay, this man's out of
Is that
control.
in addition to the
He's
first
insanity.
Are we
5?
having a sub off right now?
He's
Ah,
insanity
yeah,
incarnate.
God.
I love you
Yo, we'll get
guys.
it. Hype
I'm gonna
train
make
level-
Hussey cry for us.
Hype
so
train
we
level
can have some-
68.
No, stop.
That's crazy. Yo, we tweeted at a energy brand
Yeah.
that we thought
You may
was-
or may not know them.
Yeah, we thought they were the homies, and we had tried to juice them and be like, look, we're
the juice.
I don't know, maybe it's bold of me to say, but like incredibly successful and like really handsome and we
Right.
just, like make
Emphasis on the handsome.
yeah
part.
make great TV and all that type of stuff. So I figured they might want to do this bit with us, right? Which I was calling the blindfold blast off. And you've
Love
seen
it.
taste tests of energy
BBO.
drinks like this before, you know what I mean? But
that
I figured
name.
my twist on it would be that the blindfolded taste test, like, oh, that's kind of funny. Like they have a blindfold and they don't know what taste they're tasting, and I figured let's just juice that concept. Maybe the person. It's double blind, right?
Right.
And by double blind, it means that neither the tester or the testee knows what the flavor is. But in my double blind, they're both wearing blindfolds and they stand 21 feet apart and they shoot each other with high-powered super soakers in the face with energy drink.
Right.
And they didn't.
That's watermelon.
And I asked them, like, hey, give me like a bunch of product and money because it's cool and that idea is fun. It's like really smart and stuff like that. And then they just didn't answer.
Yeah.
At all, which is maybe
Nothing.
more disrespectful than
Yeah,
saying
That's
shut up.
That's a slap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I guess what I really wanted to tell
Curse them.
you guys for the first time anywhere is that the energy wars have begun.
Yeah.
And you know whose team we're not on, but I'm happy to reveal today for the first time anywhere whose team we are on and let you guys know that Horsemen is officially joining the Rogue Nation.
Let's go.
Rogue Nation.
I'm all juiced up on Rogue
Nation.
We can't afford sound effects, so I have to make
Yeah, we made those with our mouths. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to head over to rogueenergy.com again and use code FGC4 at checkout to get 10% off, that would just be so cool and fun, and it would help us win the energy wars. Is more important.
And you'll be a gamer in no time.
Yeah, you'll be a
That's a
professional.
fact.
You'll immediately be getting top 8s.
It's
right out the gate.
got 100%.
Guaranteed.
It's got 100% of the taste with a lot less of the sugar, and I'll tell you what, it dissolves better than any powder on the market. Can I just tell you guys that?
When I'm in my sick gaming sessions,
I love it when my powder dissolves.
I'm always dissolving powder in my mouth.
I want it to dissolve so fast. That's the thing. And with the Tub 3.0s
fast.
that just came out today, you can get the vanilla latte energy shake flavor that
Okay,
they
that's
just
kind
came
of
out with.
intense.
Wouldn't
kinda
that be
godlike.
cool?
Also, Dr. Tallywagger with more gift subs and Admiral
Appreciate the gift
Mizzet.
subs. You
with
guys
the-
are insane.
You guys are out of control, just like Rogue. Jesus Christ. Everyone's juiced up in the chat right now.
Thank you.
Can I safely inject into my veins? Yes, Serenade, you can.
Did you sprinkle some Rogue Energy in that?
Safely is a fun
This,
word in
this
that
is
sentence.
actually, I just poured this beer out and I put Rogue Energy drink in the beer.
There you go.
So I'm all
It's
juiced.
the only way to do it, right? So I can't wait for the energy wars, right? So, G Fuel, while they may not have responded, Rogue Energy picked up the slack and were able to carry us and give us a sponsorship that we not only want it but need it. And I'm actually excited, right? It's a brand new experience for us,
Yeah,
and
it's
we're getting
awesome.
things started. And I think it's a great pathway for us to take.
And whatever we can do to get our content out there for
Right. What's that sound?
What is happening right
Hold
now?
on, what is that?
Hey, y'all just hang up on us like that?
How did you get in here?
Yo,
What?
did you just hang up on us? We were talking to you.
How did he get in here?
We were talking to you. And you just hang up on
We? Who's we? There's only one of you. What is going on?
What the hell?
Your balcony 9 feet high.
Where did you come?
Bitches down here.
What?
What is happening right now? Have you been up there?
Huh? Wait, hold on. You just came from the ceiling?
What's going on right now? Who let you in here?
Don't ask too many questions. We don't have the answers.
Where did you
Don't
come
worry
from?
about that. Don't worry about that.
What's
important is that you guys need to recognize that Team Charge Shot here has the better players.
Oh, God. Here we
what?
go.
What? Oh, here we go.
Here we go. All right,
again.
what is it?
What do you want?
We're calling y'all out. We think that y'all suck.
Okay.
So,
all
we're
right.
going to challenge y'all to a 4v4 crew battle. No fighting games and no platform fighters, because we know you'd lose at those anyway.
Oh, okay. It's like that. All right.
You just
what-
roll up in our
okay.
studio and start bringing smoke?
All right. You want to bring the smoke? What do you got?
4 players, 4 games.
Ice Climbers. Tetris Attack for the SNES. Halo 2. What was the fourth?
Super Racer.
Mario Strikers.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
We accept your challenge.
4 games, 4 players. We want a response from you all on Twitter by the 20th. If we don't hear back from you, we're just going to assume all y'all are bitches and we're better.
Going down.
okay.
Next Saturday. The 24th. Where's the door?
Yeah, you just go up and you take a right.
What the hell just happened?
So why were they here? They just called us.
Was he?
Were they down the street?
Was he hanging up there the whole time? This man just dropped out of the sky.
I didn't even hear. I didn't hear the other guy come in.
Wait,
Wait,
what
one
just
person
happened?
came.
He's able.
Is it possible they were in a helicopter above the studio?
I'm
really confused.
I'm
kind of worried.
They just rolled up in here and threw the smoke at, threw shade at us.
He just did a power landing but just fell on his face.
Did they just power move us?
Well, I
Did
didn't
just
know we
get
had
power
a.
moved?
I didn't know we had a skylight.
I guess.
Well, I guess we
I'm-
didn't. But if you guys can believe it, there's just a cartoonish man-shaped hole in the ceiling now.
We had that
Right, kind of
installed,
like
actually.
yeah, it's like those black holes that you just like throw on the ground and you jump through.
Did he say
Chances.
Mario Strikers?
He did. He said
Yeah, Mario Strikers.
Halo 2?
Halo.
Tetris
2.
Attack?
Tetris Attack. I hope you're ready for
Attack.
Tetris Attack.
Man, you don't want that smoke on. All right. We're game for any freaking challenge.
Yeah. In fact, we're on
Yeah.
next Saturday, the 24th. Expect to hear from us.
You gotta cast that
We're
smoke.
going to put up 4 players. We'll choose our 4 games. You'll see it live. We'll announce it on Twitter. That's at FGC4. Look forward to it.
Ice
That was
climbers.
ice. So ice
was
climbers.
in there.
Is it ice climbers because he's like climbing on balconies?
I hope you are ready. We have a secret ice climber champ somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Buried beneath the deep.
That caught me so off guard. I was not expecting him to bust. How did they get in here? Jesus.
How dare you come into our fortress?
How dare you?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's like trespassing, right? Should we have called the police, maybe? Or
Nah,
what's the...
they
We'll
probably
run the
come in
set.
here and beat us up.
Yeah, run the set.
True, yeah.
Plus,
We're
do
gonna-
you really want to call the police on a man that can appear from the shadows and drop from the
They'd
sky?
be instantly
True,
dead.
yeah. Well, who's to say the police would all show up and then just be...
I thought
you
drop
know,
bears were bad, but now we got drop
murdered at the
pups
front
coming
How
in
did he get
everywhere.
through the door? How did the other guy get through the door? The door was locked.
I don't even know. Well, I'm excited for this. I'm game on.
And after this, Zach, we're going to have a talk about our security
Yeah, we
around
need-
here. They're getting into our phone lines. They're busting through the
Well,
doors. They're
that's
popping
kinda
from the
my
ceilings.
fault. They've
true.
been kind of bugging me every day in the neighborhood, and I kind of,
I told you to fix that, bro.
When I got the Horseman phone, I kind of threw our number in the phone book.
Bro.
I didn't think anybody
Oh,
read
no.
phone
Bro,
books.
I gave you a
They had
$3,000
yellow
deposit.
pages? I thought they didn't make yellow
didn't know people
pages
read those.
anymore. FGC Horsemen. 4 Horsemen FGC under F in the phone book. What are the... I think you have to go to
Jesus.
payphones and pull those off a chain to even get them now.
This
Well,
is
I'm game. They want those shade us. We'll get our boys ready.
okay. All right.
All right, well, I'll tell
excited.
If they want smoke, they can have it.
I'm excited.
you guys want to do... the interruptions got me off my game. You guys want to... You guys want a segment?
Oh, I love
Yeah, I'll take that. I love segments.
All right. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I forgot to load the video intro.
Hey.
Oh,
I
that's
forgot
okay.
to load the video intro But
That's okay.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is just do a facsimile of it with my mouth. Are you guys ready?
All right, I'm ready. Give me the best shot.
Hit me with
We've
it.
been playing a lot of Monster Hunter this week, as you guys may have seen on our Four Horsemen Rise streams. We were shepherding beta combos in his infancy through the world of Monster Hunter Rise, which just came out at the beginning of last week, and hopefully we'll get some sweet, sweet, sweet chameleon-flavored DLC in the middle of this week.
Chameleos.
And as an homage, we're going to revisit one of our very first segments we ever did. This is a little bit that we like to call ranked, and then I think the music was like.
Ranked.
All right.
That's the official intro to rank.
If I had my eyes closed, I wouldn't have known that wasn't. I wouldn't have known that wasn't the video. You know what I mean?
Right,
'Cause
yeah.
it was
You just
so
close your
close.
eyes and it's...
All right, here's what we got, guys. We got a bunch of Monster
you got
Hunter.
a lot of monsters.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I'm
monsters.
gonna
over
be
there.
honest. Probably too many monsters.
Hey.
There's no such thing, right?
So we're gonna have to do this kind of fast.
That's okay.
We're gonna
Give me
have to
the
do this a
rabbit
little bit
boy.
fast.
I want the rabbit boy.
You talking
Rabbit
about-
boy.
I keep calling him Lagumbi.
I'm gonna call him. I keep wanting to call him Snow Bunny, but I'm like,
Snow
maybe
Bunny.
I
Snow
shouldn't.
Bunny.
Maybe I shouldn't call him Snow
Serenade,
Bunny.
feel free to correct us at any point if we mess the names up.
No, don't
I
correct me.
got you. I know everything because I have a document with the words on it.
Okay, so when we're-
his is like, is it it's like
Lagombi.
Lagombi? Okay, I want to.
So when we're ranking these, are these
I'd
being
say-
ranked on difficulty?
I'd say so. We can either do it ranked on difficulty or by just how
My favorite. kind of
favorite
thing.
is the monster.
That's the
How
beauty
favorite's
of
the
this
monster?
bit, right? Like we decide the parameters of the thing.
So-
I'm gonna do it on how dope they are.
So Lagumbi's
All right, I like that.
So we'll.
I love the bunny.
All right, so I love Lagumbi too. He's one of the first monsters you fight. Yeah, he's kind of weak to fight, but he's a really fun fight to do.
I will continue to not say the name of the monsters.
I'll put Lagumbi at A tier.
Yo, if I'm being perfectly transparent, Huss, half the reason I wanted to do this bit is so you would have to say all the monster names.
Yeah, we need to make
Okay.
Huss will pronounce every monster's name.
All right, we'll put Snow Bunny.
I want to say
And
he's B.
B.
I love B for him.
B for bunny.
Yeah, B for bunny.
I think as far as the tutorial monster goes, especially in
he's
like
real
the,
fun because the Jaggy and the other ones
I just
are cool.
love when he slides on his belly.
Well,
back and
Lagumbi's the
forth.
first monster you fight, and he's got some goofy mechanics, and he's real fun.
As far as a tutorial monster goes, he does his job.
He does his job.
He's like, look, I can 180 on you. I've got these things that do a blight. Like
I know.
quintessential for introducing some concepts.
I know what's next. I
Okay.
actually know the name.
Yep.
Mitsosune, I think is how it's pronounced.
Oh, he said he knew the name. That's so weird that
So
he still got it wrong.
Mitsune she's one of the Faithful Four. She is a huge fan favorite. I think she got introduced in Generations. Serenade loves this monster.
I feel like that's an S tier.
I'm putting her S tier.
Yeah. It
You
feels
guys-
like an S tier.
Mitsune was one of the most requested monsters in Monster Hunter World. Like I said, any of the Faithful Four, I'm going to throw an S tier.
I like S. I could argue for A because I hate snake skeleton monsters, but I
Yeah,
like
she is one of the Leviathan skins.
I like S. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's put it mid.
Put
S.
it mid?
Yeah, yeah,
I'll say
Okay.
mid S, yeah.
All right.
Because I
Just
love-
because of how much, and her armor's amazing.
I love that Mizutsune has a unique blight called
Yeah,
Bubble
the Bubble
Blight.
Blight.
That's so sick.
She's a very unique monster, and I think she deserves
And
it.
you can make a Mizutsune armor set that makes you able to have Bubble Blight at will, which I think is
Right,
sick.
yeah.
Anyway,
All
what do you
right,
guys
give me
want
a
next?
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, this is Huss's. This is one of his favorite monsters.
Cuckoo
The-
for Cocoa Puffs.
You're gonna have to be more clear.
the egg
about
monster.
Coco,
It's Kulaku, the egg monster.
Yeah, that thing.
Mm-hmm. So Kulaku got introduced in World, and he's one of my.
Kuluyaku.
Is it Kulayaku? Yeah.
Kuluyaku.
He's one of my
Kula?
favorites. I love Kulaku. He's a little asshole, and I'd put him in A tier just because he's a little shit.
I put him in D.
Actually, I could argue. Yeah, I'm being a little biased. I'd say he's either C or D.
I put him in D
I
because
could
I,
do
hate
C.
him.
I could do C
Yeah,
as well.
put him in C. He's a little shithead, but
He's also like
he's got a special place in my heart.
He's also like a monster I would consider a tutorializing monster, but he has that
Yeah.
whack mechanic where
But-
if he has something in his hands, you just instantly dead end on it.
Yeah.
I
And
will
think
say-
that doesn't do a good enough job of translating the concept of like sharpness
Of
being
monster-
able to
yeah.
get past defense.
What really
Yeah.
made me like Kulaku real quick, they did a Final Fantasy crossover in World, and one of the
Yeah.
missions was he picked up one of the crystals, and every time he just kept growing. and
yeah,
he
he just
huge.
got gigantic.
Really?
And if you didn't play the game for a while and came back, he would one shot your ass. So to get one shotted by Kulaku made you just feel like you just sucked. So
yeah, well, that's the thing, right? They switched it up because veterans would be like,
yeah,
Kuluyaku,
it
I
happened
can
to me. I was
one-shot
like,
this
I'm gonna
guy.
wreck this monster.
And then when
I
he
got
gets
one.
big, he
Yeah.
can one shot you, and you're like, no,
All
no
right,
thanks,
yeah,
no.
he's a solid C tier.
All right, can I suggest one next?
Mhm.
How about the other guy you might see first.
I love him.
Oh, Zeros? Is that he's
Is that his name?
Argyros or
Argyros, yeah.
Argyros,
So
yeah.
he's been around for a minute. I would put
He's
him
a honey badger bear.
I would put him at least in A tier. He's a very prominent figure. In
I think he's
Monster
awesome. And the fact that he steals your honey and then eats it.
That's what I was gonna say.
And he's an apex predator now in Rise, so I think he deserves it. He's a fun fight.
Yeah, I love
And he's
that.
one of my favorite animals to mount because you get to
Right.
mount a bear.
He got a big boy version in this one. He had a big boy version before. I think there's actually 2 deviant Argyros variations
Yeah.
in previous games. So
I think he's really dope monster.
he's got a lot of love. I love the unique mechanics. The fact that if you're holding honey, he has a specific attack
He
he can do.
specifically steals it.
I love that so much. So I think he's safe A for me.
Give me
yeah.
Toad Boy.
The new Toad Boy
Yeah.
or
Oh,
the
wow.
old
The new one.
Toad Boy?
Oh, let's get them both up there.
Okay.
All right.
So
Who's the better Toad?
All right. I'm not familiar with the old one. I'm familiar with the new one.
I don't
and
remember the
I
old
think he's
one's
great because
name,
he's like a sumo wrestler.
but he was all right. So I'll say this: the new Frog Boy is amazing. He's what is his name again? I can never pronounce.
This
it.
is
It starts with a L.
Tetranodon,
Oh, Tetranodon,
and the
yeah,
old one is
Tetranodon.
Tetsukabra.
So Tetranodon is based off a sumo wrestler. He does very sumo-like moves. He is awesome. He's one of my favorite new monsters, including Rise. The other guy, he's one of the older monsters.
I think he was a world introduction, and I would argue.
No, you're confusing him with. Everyone confuses him with Dodogama.
No, Dodogama's lava lizard. I know him.
Yeah, he's-
Tetsukabra with the big jaws. He picks
this,
a rock
This
up out
one
of the
wasn't
ground.
in World. He was not in World at all. That
What
guy,
did I
right?
fight him in then?
You fought-
Generations
I think
Ultimate?
he was in Try,
He was in Generations Ultimate for sure.
and he was in Ultimate. Well, yeah,
Maybe that's what I fought him in.
because he was also in that online MMO for Monster Hunter. I forgot the name of it. Man, he had-
Tetsukabra really wasn't in World.
no, he was not. Everyone thought he was just because he looked like
That's
Dodogama.
ruining my life. He must have been in Generations Ultimate because that
He
would
was
have
in
been the one I
Generations
played.
Ultimate.
That would have
yeah.
been one I played.
He had a
directly
deviant
before.
too. So.
But he's also based on a sumo wrestler. So if we think the sumo-ness,
oh yeah, this is the sumo boy.
if we think that's unique, then I think they both have it. So
the
does that mean-
Guildmaster, I'm gonna put sumo boy. I want to put him at A because he's one of my favorite. New
I was
monsters.
gonna say B. I do love him though, and I'm okay with A. I'm just kind of in between.
Actually, no, I'm okay with B.
I like B, but if we're gonna do that, I think that in terms
goes-
of like in terms of realizing the sumo dynamic, he does it so much better that Tetsukabra's got to go.
Yeah,
low.
you're right.
The only
Yeah.
reason, I mean, it's cool. The Guildmaster is sitting on top of a baby one.
Yeah, I did
But-
see that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
that works.
B and C. Okay, how about let's get some of our.
Fuck that guy. Put him
So,
in. I
So-
hate Tzatziki.
all right.
Yeah,
so
hate
I
this
saw him.
motherfucker.
I actually watched him fight this thing, and I watched my fiance fight it too in Monster Hunter World. And isn't that the one that just flashbangs you all the damn
Dude,
time?
he's an
Yeah.
asshole. You'll be fighting another monster, and he rolls up, flashes both of you, and then runs off. He's a little shithead. I hate him. I'm putting him at D.
D. Okay.
He does have some
All right.
cool looking armor, but I hate that.
Well, just
thing.
because you want him in D, I'll put him in S.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
No, he's a salt.
What does
that
that
monster.
mean for his ranking? Oh, I guess it means I have to weigh in on it, huh?
Yeah, that
I'm
means you have
saying
to weigh
D.
in.
D. He is a renowned. He
Don't
is
you
hated.
dare say B.
He is hated in world.
Right? If I say B, it's B for free because that's how medians work.
Put him in,
I would put him lower as well. I think as far as like
He's
the
D.
lizard shapes, as far as like the lizard skeletons go, he's not quite as cool as
and
like
he's
some
not a
of
fun
the
fight
other.
either.
But I like I said, my whole thing is unique mechanics, and I don't think
I do
anybody
like-
has.
that is a
okay, I
unique-
do
They
like-
don't have the
alright.
flash photography thing. He's
I will
got.
say, all right, C then.
So C.
Just
Okay,
because
I
he
can
comes
agree.
in and interrupts your fight like a little asshole, and I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, he is I like disruptiveness too. That's fun for me. Unless I'm doing it, then I don't.
Give
want
me the yes. You know,
Oh, we're
yes.
talking about Getsu?
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one that looks kind of like.
Yeah, he looks like some stuff. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
He's got a.
He's
very,
disgusting.
He's,
I hate him.
he's
and
very,
and
he's
you guys
very
are thinking of-
girthy and he's very veiny.
He looks like an earthworm. Is that what?
Yeah.
you mean?
that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
Ketsu
No, that's
is an
true.
Very
old
gross.
fan favorite. He's a disgusting looking monster. He drops one of the.
All of his armor sets are disgusting.
oh
and
yeah,
I hate them.
They're latex cultist, is what he looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
they also
sword looks like.
they also look like earthworms as well.
Right.
They do.
Yeah.
They look like giant earthworms.
Mm-hmm.
He. I'm gonna put Ketsu at A. Just because
No.
no. I put,
No.
I
Put him in D.
No, I put Ketsu
For
at A.
disgusting.
No, he may be a disgusting monster, but he's definitely a fan favorite.
He
He was very requested
I don't
in
care.
World.
I don't
he
care.
may be gross, but he.
Boo.
All right,
He used to be so much more unique than he is, right?
I will say in Rise he's a little bit. So I'll
Yeah.
say
He's
either a
samey.
B or C.
Because he used to do his whole thing used to be climbing up on the ceiling, and he would spend a significant amount of time on the ceiling.
See, that would be really cool.
You two are both. You're thinking of Giganox.
I'm absolutely not. Kezu used to
how
spend
dare
a
you
tremendous
insult him
amount of
on
time
the
on the ceiling.
Giganox looks exactly like Ketsu because I did the same thing, and he climbs around and he spits out little babies, little maggots.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know because Ketsu's known for flying around and shocking
In 4,
people.
so does Kezu.
Does he? Okay. I mean, I'll go with whatever you say. He's either B or C.
I think so too. He's recognizable if nothing else, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
He definitely
anybody
is-
who sees this, granted, like you said, I think people do confuse him with Giganox.
I
But
appreciate
When
the
I fought
unique-
him, I didn't like, oh, that's really cool.
makes
I
you
was like,
unco- he
this
makes-
is so gross
He
and
makes you
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. I appreciate the uniqueness of him.
no other monsters have like quite as much of the like horrifying element.
He's
as
one of
he
the
Yeah.
few monsters that is not incorporated with like reptiles.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah. He has an extremely unique
didn't get the
skeleton. Yeah,
reptile,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he is
And his
unique.
front end is longer than his ass end, which is unique as well.
Yeah.
He has
I
a
think.
hole in his
So what did we
tail.
say? Did we say A just for that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess so.
He deserves it just
Yeah, I guess
because of
so.
his weirdness.
I think so too, and he looks like a dick. How about
If you're grabbing, let's see.
Grab basil juice right now. I see him in there. Get that. Get him out of here.
There's some. I think there's some back and forth on the
So,
internet
I'm
about.
who
gonna-
is this guy?
There's
So-
some back and forth on the pronunciation. I say basil geese.
Yes, basil
I've-
geese.
Yeah.
I think that's the proper pronunciation. I like just saying basil juice just because
Yeah.
whatever.
And I've heard basil goose as well.
So in previous Monster Hunter games, there used to be a monster called Devil Joe, and he would at any fucking moment while you were hunting something, he would just bust in and he would wreck shit. And he was just angry. He would rage. He was just a steroid-infused monster.
Okay.
No matter what you did, Devil Joe would come in and wreck your shit.
Okay.
World introduced Basil Juice, aka Basil Geese, and he was the same thing. He's a bomber plane that just flies around, dropping scales that explode.
Oh, wow.
He's
That
literally-
sounds really cool,
he is-
actually.
No, I love Basil Juice. Yeah, he's super annoying. He is your introduction into high rank. As soon as you get into high rank,
Okay.
you're like, I'm gonna go fight my monster, and Basil Juice is like, "Boo," and just dive bombs you.
I agree with that. I think
you
as far
die.
as like
he deserves an S. I fucking love Basil
an
Juice.
identifier to say like, look, you thought you knew what this game
Yeah,
was.
you thought you were good.
And I know that you just saw on the monster hunting list that all the monsters are kind of the same now, but trust me, we got the juice. This
Oh
is
yeah,
HR
and then
now.
they introduce his rage variant in Iceborne. Yeah, I love Basil Juice. He's one of my favorite monsters.
I'm happy to put him up here.
Yeah,
How
he-
fu- I mean,
he's
what
a,
do you
he's
think?
a very
Like,
fun fight. He's very intense.
I don't
and
think
it-
he's best of best, so maybe a.
And he's got some of the sickest armor in the game.
Yeah.
You look like a lion knight. So yeah, he deserves
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him.
Many
I don't
people
think
hate him, but that's why
I don't
we
think
love
I
him.
have any other.
Oh, give me the Volvidon.
Yeah, we should cover all the. We got the other two bears. Well, I called this guy a bear, but I think you were right.
No,
He's
they
more
got
like
the same.
a
They,
rabbit.
they all rock the beast skeleton.
Yeah, they're all some
Yeah.
Yeah,
skeleton.
his monster Hunter has like different. Yeah, so
He's your honey variation, ice variation, and this is the fire boy.
he's
Yeah.
a little asshole. He farts
Little,
on you.
little. Oh, yeah. He does.
He's
Yeah, I
been-
forgot
he's-
that he's the one that farts on you.
He's
got
been
the
around for a
stink.
minute.
Yeah, he's got the stink.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna give him. I'd say either B or C because I mean he's recognizable.
He's okay.
He's
right?
kind of an annoying fight and he farts on you.
Can I suggest this? I think he's better than Lagombi.
You think he's better than Lagombi?
Go ahead and put Tetranodon at the top of B.
Oh, okay.
I think he
yeah,
deserves
yeah,
it
okay, that's
because
fine.
he's
that's
a
fine.
fun fight.
Well, I don't know. Is he better than? I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
if he's
I had
better
way
than
more fun
Lagombi.
fighting him than I do this little asshole. I'd
So
put,
what do you think? This?
I leave that one up to you if you want to put Lagombi in front of him.
I think so. Now that I've thought about it, they both do. I mean, and they're like I said, they're similar frames, but I think Lagombi teaches you about like tracking a monster better.
Yeah.
Volvidon does the jump around thing where he
Volvidon
turns
just
into a
jumps
roly
around and
poly.
pisses you
And
off.
yeah, it's not even like
He's
training
also a
you to
roly-poly.
track. He just sucks.
Yeah, he's got cool armor, but he pisses you off.
All right, who else is out? Have we not covered
what
any
is
of
that?
the other beast frames?
Zinogre?
Oh, I think is this a
Okay,
beast?
Or no.
all
Oh,
Is this a
God.
beast frame?
So yes, no.
Do we
no,
even have
Rajang-
to say anything? Just
Rajang
put him in
is
S
his
tier.
own skeleton, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
He is
okay, yeah,
One
yeah.
of the primates. I
That's
don't know what the
possible.
actual name of it is, but there's a primate skeleton. Rajang is solid S tier.
Yeah.
If he's monkey, he might be the same as
Out of
Kongolala. You
all
remember?
the crazy god dragons and
Yeah.
monsters that exist in Monster Hunter World, Rajang is just a monkey that is just too.
He's
pissed off
basically
to
a
die.
great ape
He's
from
a great
Dragon
ape.
Ball.
He goes Super
does-
Saiyan.
Yeah.
Can anything else like take out elder dragons without being an elder dragon?
Right, yeah. I don't,
Yeah,
I don't-
he is the
yeah.
only monster that fought Nergigante, a dragon, an elder dragon that eats elder dragons, and they
Yeah.
tied.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to get too long on Rajang, but the creation of him was hilarious. They pretty much left the lead designer to make a monster, And he was like, you know what? I want an Akuma type monster. We're not going to put him in any
my God.
promotion videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about him. They're just going to run into him and they're going to hate their life. And then he single-handedly developed that monster, and he's famous for making very aggressive monsters. So he made Rajang to just be the most craziest monster
He
ever.
is too.
That's so funny.
He also made Nergigante, and I think he also made Magnamalos. And you can tell they're
Sure.
very hyper
Insanity.
They just gave him the flagship spot. That's cool.
Yeah, Rajang is
Speaking
one
of-
of my favorites.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and...
S.
What do you think, S?
S. I love that
Yeah,
monster.
Magnamalos. At first, I was kind of...
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves to be... Yeah.
I think he's a better. I'll say it. I think he's a better flagship than Nergigante.
No,
or Nergigante was.
I kind of agree. Nergigante was intense. He was a fun fight, but something about Magnamalos is just fun.
When I fought Magnamolos and Rise, I felt like the game was completely different because he was doing some shit. I was like, wow, this is like they put a lot of work into this
Oh, yeah,
monster.
You can definitely tell when a flagship monster gets introduced because they're all about. His soundtrack is amazing. You heard me when I was fighting
Right?
him.
Yeah.
It's this epic opera score.
He like
He's starting
throws
to-
all this purple stuff around. Doesn't he like teleport or something too?
He pretty much can. He's like so fast, and then he's
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. He,
and
like,
then he's got
boom
the di-
tubes
He's got
to
the
the other
dive
side.
bomb that just one shot you.
Yeah, it did that to me a couple
So,
times.
Magnamalos, he deserves S
I
tier.
love that monster.
I agree.
It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Especially as far as flagships go.
And
like,
his
he's
armor is called
I desire
Sinister.
to put him on a cover more than any of the ones
Oh,
that
yeah.
have come
Exactly.
before.
And
but
I
yeah.
love the Oni design of him. And his
Yeah,
armor,
absolutely.
his
He's
armor's
yeah, and he's
phenomenal.
beautiful, right? He just looks amazing.
Yeah,
Let's get
he's-
these guys out of the way, right?
Oh, we can get some of the. All right, so
Rathian and Rathalos.
Yeah, Rathian and
You have-
Rathalos. Well,
I would. Rathalos has to be S tier. He just has.
you think S tier?
He is the very
Because
first.
he's just classic dragon.
He is the first flagship monster of the entire game. He's been in every single game, and every time you fight Rathalos, he is a wall. He's
Yeah.
very tough.
Yeah.
He's well known. He's very fucking annoying.
That's the thing, right? Like when they say Monster Hunter, what monster are they talking about? It's Rathalos.
My man
Right,
is in
yeah.
my man is in Smash Bros. For
Yeah,
God's
yeah,
sakes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he
I
is.
think
I forgot
it's
about that.
Somewhat undeniable. I had been saving this space, and you guys can tell me whether you think it's. Well, maybe we'll come upon
He's
one
pretty
we like
iconic.
better,
He,
but
he kind of deserves that.
And then
he is-
Rathian.
He is monster.
He is Monster Hunter. Yep.
Rathian, what do you think? I think what?
I'd
like
say Rathian would be
B?
A tier.
A.
Shittier Rathalos,
He's a
and
sh-
I hate poison.
She's
Get
a
out of
shittier
here.
Okay, you can do B.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Rathian's
that.
kind of the only time Rathian's relevant is when it's Silver it's Gold Rathian. That's the only time she's relevant.
Yeah, you'll notice too on the list. Like I intentionally neglected all the like deviant
Yeah, you don't wanna do the-
variations
the
and
deviants
Right,
and
right,
stuff.
right.
We
yeah.
could have been here for 100 years, you know.
Yeah.
Give me the unicorn.
Oh, Unicron.
I fucking hate Kieran, and I would say
Kieran looks.
I'm gonna say D tier.
no.
Kieran looks
So-
dope, but you have not fought a Kieran.
Okay, all right, fair, because I didn't play World,
Yeah.
right? But that monster is such like
so design wise, yes.
design wise
It's very
perfection.
majestic.
Like looks amazing. Its
Gameplay-wise,
attack, its attacks look amazing. Everything is like
I love
brings
that,
gracefulness
I love
to
that
the
we
game.
have Huss, an outsider, to get the like.
Yeah.
I
haven't fought it, so I can't speak on
agree
that.
With you.
Yeah.
That monster is very majestic. It's like, oh, it's a fucking unicorn, which is also
It's
an elder
so
dragon.
cool.
By
It
the
looks so
way.
cool.
Yeah. It's
But
considered elder.
When you fight a fucking Kieran, all you want to do is lose your mind.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch good friend and compatriot of the Horsemen, Ragtag7 on twitch.tv/Ragtag7?
I have. He's
Watch,
actually.
did you ever
he
watch
actually
him
plays,
fight Kieran over 30 times? Because
My man fought that
I
thing
have.
over 30 times.
Yeah.
Well, he fought that to get the crowns because he was going after all the crowns.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's notorious.
He is
he's
a
notorious
hero.
plat hunter.
He's a
Yeah, he is a
hero
plant hunter
for
and
hunting Kieran that
It's
long.
insane.
I'm gonna leave. I'm very biased, so I'm gonna say D. I'm gonna leave you to put that
Looks
thing wherever
S?
you want. Looks or S?
A, gameplay B.
Shit.
Final position A.
All right.
Okay, that he is iconic. So yeah.
Yeah, get over yourself.
And it's a small body elder because I think some of the not that it's not necessarily problematic, but so many of the elders are like big
Big
frame
dragons.
Yeah.
final boss material. I think Kieran is unique. Well, depending on what size you get, I think Kieran is unique in the sense that you're like, that's a horse, and then you fight him, and you're like, oh no, oh no.
Also, Rajang
It's
eats
much
those
more.
things, or eats the horns off those.
Yeah,
things.
exactly.
Oh yeah,
They have
yeah.
an-
I saw that. He tore the horn or chipped the horn off and then ate it
And then
and
ate
then
it.
Since
went
we're
Super
talking
Saiyan.
about electricity monsters, go ahead and pull up
Zinogre?
Zinogre right now.
Okay.
Zinogre is probably
Awesome.
one of, if not more, the same popularity as Rathalos. Zinogre is very, very popular. He got
Yeah.
introduced, I think, in 3.
Fighting wise,
Three
he's
Ultimate?
annoying.
Zinogre is very.
He's very
he's
annoying to fight.
He's very intense.
Yeah.
He's a very cool fight.
I think he's designed as one of the wall monsters in the sense that I think everybody's first encounter with him feels paralyzing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
you
I
feel
think-
like you can't do it.
Over time, maybe it's just how many times I fought him again since like the Tri or the 3 Ultimate days.
Yeah.
I think he becomes easier. He's like easy to.
Oh yeah.
He seems in line with Monster Hunter tradition. He's like learnable. Like he
Yeah.
trains you what his moveset
Yeah.
is, and he doesn't have enough variance that he ever feels like he's just gonna death ball you out of nowhere.
Well, I feel like him by himself in his normal state is one tier, but then when he
when
goes
he's-
his crazy electric mode, it's an entirely different tier of a monster. You're not even fighting the same
when
thing
he goes
anymore.
in electric mode, and
Yeah.
God forbid you put down a shock trap and this man steps on it,
Yeah.
he will
Oops.
charge up. I want to put Zinogre in S only because he's so iconic. He was one of the most requested monsters in the world.
Yeah.
And my man looks at you, cracks his neck, and then goes insane.
Yeah, I think he's been single-handedly DLC'd into games just because of
Oh
fan
yeah,
outcry.
and he's got some of the sickest deviations. He's got Stingent Zinogre and he's got Thunderlord Zinogre. He's up. He deserves to be up there.
What's
He's a
that
good
off to the
boy.
side? Is that a mammoth?
That's
what is that thing?
This is one I thought nobody would know. I thought you guys wouldn't know. That is Gammoth.
that's Gammoth. He's one of the Fateful Four.
Yeah, I love Gammoth.
Yeah, Gammoth. Well, shit. Damn. I always want to put any of the Fateful Fours in S tier just because they're so iconic.
Well, tell me
But
about
I
the
guess
fight.
Gammoth is kind of like a lesser one. Like more people know about like Mitsune and Glavenus.
Well, he hasn't been in a modern game in a while, so his whole thing, when I think about Gammoth, I love the Gammoth design. When I think about his fight, it's just standing under his feet and swinging.
It really
Oh,
is.
okay.
I would say out of all the
C.
Faithful, yeah, he's probably C.
See.
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
out of all the Faithful Four, Mitsune got into Rise, Glavenus got into World. Gammoth's kind of like,
Yeah, he might be the least interesting, which would explain why he hasn't transitioned into a modern title, honestly. But yeah, I guess we'll see him. I love that design, though.
I just
Yeah.
looked at chat when we were talking about Zinogre. Everyone's like S, 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 S.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew. They knew.
Zinogre's
We
amazing.
did it. We're not gonna.
We did it.
We didn't
All
let
right,
you
grab a
down.
boy.
How about we talked about
Okay,
Fateful Four? What
that's
about the other
fucking-
one?
Glavenus has to be goddamn S tier. He's one of the sickest monster designs ever.
I don't even know what Glavenus
So,
is.
dude, Glavenus is a
wouldn't.
giant ass T-Rex that has a great. Let's see his tail. It's a
Yeah.
giant ass sword, and when he
Oh.
gets pissed off, he sticks it in his mouth and he grinds it all the way down and heats it up, and then just goes ape shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Glavenus is one of the coolest fights, and when he got introduced in the world, he got introduced in Iceborne, and everybody was like, "Oh, I thought World was trying to be more grounded." As soon as Glavenus came in the game, it got crazy.
Yeah.
It was game on.
I like him a lot too. I think he's the best of those 4 that you named as well, and especially like I said in terms
He's probably
of
the most popular Faithful.
in terms
Four.
of unique things he can do.
Yeah.
There's just stuff even though he's on like the T-Rex frame,
Yeah.
he does stuff that nothing else
Oh, yeah.
does.
He's so sick. Like a great sword for a tail. He's got to be S.
S getting
I
crowded.
know.
Yeah.
You
I
picked
like-
a lot of really iconic monsters.
I know. Trust me. There was I had more. There's like
I would say
legitimately there's like 11 monsters I had to cut.
I would say you could put Basil Geese at top A.
Okay, I'm
Hey,
down with that.
Mitsune.
I'm down with that.
No, Mitsune.
Yeah, give Mitsune here.
Mitsune kind of deserves.
Well,
to be
let-
there.
hold on.
We'll see.
Gogo, let me take a look at S now and tell me what you think about it.
Yeah. Doesn't that look great?
Look at this lineup.
That's an intense lineup.
That's a really intense. Okay,
Yeah.
Put that
I
in
feel
there.
okay about this.
Right, yeah.
I do too.
That feels
Let me
better.
do. Can I give? Look, it's looking vacant down
Yeah,
in the D,
D-
section.
D-
Let me help out here.
All right.
Aw, you gonna do that to my boy? Damn.
Here's why. Let me fill you in. So Legiacris was introduced as the flagship. He was the cover monster of 3 and 3 Ultimate. And 3 and 3 Ultimate, if anybody played them, had a mechanic that was just beloved.
Oh god.
Just kidding. It was terrible where you fought underwater. There was
Yeah.
whole sections of whole maps that were done underwater. And it was A, unbearable, and B, he was kind of like the boss of the underwater sections, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you got me on that. Like, Legiacris is one of my. I'm dead serious on this. He's hands down one of my favorite monster designs. And I thought he was super awesome, and he was supposed to come in the world. But the underwater fight parts of that made me want to like.
Yeah,
rage.
well, you got his frame, and the frame made for some like cool stuff. Like I think Mizutsune is built on the same
Yeah,
skeleton.
they're the Leviathan skeleton.
Yeah, the Leviathan monsters are all good. I think Lagiacrus could be cool in like a modern game, and he was in Generations Ultimate, and he was much, much cooler to fight there, but I just have so many memories.
Yeah.
There's a real chance that Lagiacrus is responsible for people not being into Monster Hunter right
Yeah.
now, because if they tried to start at 3 Ultimate
Oh,
and they
they-
got to this, they didn't
they would
keep
quit.
going.
They would quit.
Was it like the water temple in Zelda?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, underwater combat was
Lagiacrus is
Terrible.
responsible for retiring would-be
Oh my
Monster
gosh.
Hunters.
because, like, dude, imagine you go underwater and you're all clunky, and Lagiacrus is moving at like lightning speed, and you're just
Yeah.
like turning around like.
He's fighting like there's no water
he's
there, and your
flying.
character's like, and you have a special water weapon, which is always shittier than your regular
wow.
weapon. Yeah, it was terrible.
It was okay. I agree with that.
We're burning daylight here, guys. Let's
All
Go
right,
ahead
let-
and grab
can we
Kyosha.
rapid fire.
fast forward these.
Yeah,
Go
rapid
ahead
fire.
and put that motherfucker in D tier.
I also think he sucks.
Yeah, he's,
I was
he's
ready
my
to argue
least,
with you guys.
No, he's my least favorite Elder Dragon.
Same.
And then his variant Lunestra can go die too, so I hate both of them.
L tier.
Yeah.
I also think he sucks. I don't know why.
He's just not a fun Elder Dragon.
I agree. I couldn't tell you what specifically I hate about him, but there's just too many. His like insta kill stuff doesn't. I don't know. I didn't have fun.
Mizit had a highlighted message. He said the same thing. He's like, put the Teostra in D tier.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
what's
feel
up.
you on that. Same energy.
Mizzet, get well soon, by the way. Hey, what about these guys? They're built on the
Okay,
same
I'm
frame.
gonna tell you
All right.
now.
So if you
you go ahead.
no, I thought it was Diablos.
So
Never
I'm gonna
mind.
tell you right
We'll
now.
get to him. We'll get to him.
Barioth. He's like a B or A. He's very
No, I'll be honest with you
He's
because I saw him
iconic.
in World and I saw him in Rise, and from a new player, he's okay. Like I'd put him personally, I put him like D.
No,
Just
he
not, like-
deserves. I'd say top of C because he's another. He's one of the tutorial monsters almost. He's like your first wall.
For Baroth, you're saying?
Yeah, Barioth.
Is that so? The other one is that like a different Baroth almost?
No,
What
no,
is
no.
that thing?
This dude is. He
What is it?
introduced the blast. Oh, it was called slime damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm like having a brain fart. On his name. Yeah,
Brachydios.
Brachydios. Brachydios is S tier in my books. That dude is in. No, actually, no. I'd say he's top of A tier.
I was thinking the same thing.
If it was
I think-
Raging Brachydios, it'd be S tier. But since it's regular, A
I
tier.
like Brachydios. I think he's the best thing on that frame, probably.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and again, like you said, he carries with him the slime/blast mechanic, which is like
he was a JoJo monster. He punched stuff, it exploded. And
Yes.
he had the greatest. He single-handedly changed the meta when he introduced Blast.
yeah, and his like you said, his animations, he's kind of like a boxer, which
Yeah.
is like
he like
super
licks his,
sick.
He licks his fist and then goes ham.
Yeah, and his rage mode
And
is a real
that
different.
tail of his is a hammer, and it's one of the best hammers.
Yeah, I think he's just good. He's a good boy. And then this guy down here, I don't think I have anything else with shared frames. I was gonna try and introduce them. These are kind of similar. What about let's rapid fire these three? Huh?
All right.
They're all kind of
Is that
dinosaur.
Anjanath?
That's Anjanath. That's Tigrex, and that's
Oh, right, that's Valstrax.
So
Valtrax, yeah.
D, B.
Valstrax is S tier. in my
I don't know
books.
about that one. Yeah.
Valstrax is one of the most insane fights.
Nobody knows about this monster. Yeah.
No, he's one of the most insane fights in freaking in Generations.
Talk
He-
about unique mechanics,
Yeah,
man.
he was the flagship monster. This man is based off a jet.
Yeah.
This man would fly at Mach speed and just nuke the map. If
Nothing does what he does.
He got leaked, apparently, to be in Rise. If we get to fight Valstrax again, I'll lose my mind.
Yeah.
I've heard the name a lot with Rise, so it sounds inevitable to me.
He's got the
but
sickest looking armor, too. So he's a solid S tier. He's one of my favorite Elder Dragons.
I like him up there too. I'm gonna put him near the
Yeah.
end, but
I'd
I
say
think
that.
again, nothing does what he does. Like it,
No,
you know,
he's too unique.
there's very few monsters where when he leaves the map, you have to ask yourself, did
Is
he
he coming-
flee,
yeah,
or is
coming
he
back
about
to kill
to
us?
absolutely rocket down
Yeah,
onto
'cause
my
he-
skull?
He just turns into a twinkle, and you're like, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, and he
And
nukes the map.
well, and that's the thing. Sometimes he is gone, so you never know. It's that part's you have to watch your mini map. Like, oh, is his head gonna move, or am I
Right.
just gonna get dive bombed in less than a sub-second?
And then I say
Anjanath is D.
No, I think
Yes.
Anjanath deserves to be top
Meh.
of B tier at least. He
I
was one
feel-
of my favorite monsters in World.
Anjanath
D.
feels very meh.
I love Anjanath just because he's a straight up T-Rex that blows fire.
It's okay.
Yeah, we hadn't had a fire thing on that frame before, I guess, but I guess you have to ask, like,
And
he's
he had one of the coolest sequences in the world. You had to hide from him, and you've
That
never
intro-
done that in Monster Hunter
that
World.
intro sequence.
You
in
literally
World
had to
is
hide
very
in bushes
good.
while he walked around looking to wreck your shit.
Yeah, well, I think that artificially inflated his fear factor, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
you
doesn't-
were so. I was so scared of him.
Yeah, he's not as scary as like the first 15 minutes of that game would imply. You know what I mean? But that sequence is pretty awesome.
I think he's king of B tier.
and he's the earliest armor you can get
Yeah.
attack plus on, so everybody knows what that armor looks like.
He's king of B tier.
Okay, King of B tier.
And then
So, Tigrex, or how do you pronounce it?
yeah, T-Rex.
Tigrex.
He.
I like him.
I'll
I
let
think
you
he's really
take that one
cool.
away. T-Rex is fucking intense. I like T-Rex.
I would put him in B.
He's also very iconic too. So
Yeah, I think
I'll
so,
put him
too.
right behind Rathian.
he's a baby devil hoe because he also is one of those monsters that will live in any biome.
Sure, yeah. I love that all of his weapons turn into non-elemental, and they
Oh, yeah.
typically have the highest raw damage in their non-elemental
What's funny
category.
Right.
too is he's so aggressive and insane, but his armor is very good for healing builds because he has free meal.
Interesting. Yeah. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
All right, who's this Ghidorah-looking dude?
Oh,
Yeah, we
Otogaron
can do
is
that.
Otogaron's one of the best. Oh,
Let's
who
save
you
it. Let's
picking?
save it. Yeah, let's do
Okay.
this one.
Otogaron's one of my favorite monsters.
What
that
is
came-
that? What
so
is that
Otogaron
thing?
is like a Oni demon wolf dog.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
And he's hyper aggressive. He's one of my favorite monster designs in Monster Hunter World.
I think it's the sickest armor in
Yeah,
the world.
I'm putting him S tier just because of his armor and his fighting.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
Next to
gonna say-
Magnamolus and Rajang?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know
No.
that he goes up
Okay,
there.
you're right. He's
He
Looks
can
like
live
a
in,
actually, yeah. Put him in
mutated
the middle of
chicken.
A tier.
yeah, he can live in A though
Put
for
him.
sure.
Put him. I say put him after Mitsune. Yeah.
Oh, you wanted him in front of this. Let me change something fast. But I do think he's gonna go here.
Okay.
So why don't we talk about this one?
So who is that?
that is Kushadala, right?
All right.
Kushala
Kushala.
Deora.
Kushala Kahala.
This man
There you
was.
go.
He was.
Quagala
You
Huahuingba.
gotta put some
Right.
respect on his name. He was like one of the first Elder Dragons ever. He's been around since like the first Monster Hunter. He's
So what are you thinking?
He's a really fucking annoying fight because he just flies around and making tornadoes. And if you have a light bowgun or heavy bowgun or a bow, it's kind of easy.
It trivializes that fight.
but
yeah.
if he is such a hard fight, just because, like I said, he flies around, makes tornadoes, but he's
Is
also
it a fun fight?
sometimes.
That sounds like a no. All right,
no,
so
but-
that's
but
not
no.
S tier.
But no, he is definitely one of the flagship Elder Dragons.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
heard that word a lot. It means nothing to me.
I agree with that. I think that although he is like recognizable, I think canonically a she also. Although I like the concept of it and the uniqueness of the wind and the creating the like displacement tornadoes and stuff like that, I think that Kushala Deora is the worst designed monster maybe ever, only because it has the least color variation across the whole skeleton.
Yeah, he is just kind of bland.
Yeah,
tier.
it's just I think Kushala Deora is boring to look at.
Yeah, he looks very
Yeah.
plain.
He
Yeah.
does look plain for being a badass.
seen-
He's supposed to be a badass steel like dragon, but
Yeah.
he does look kind of lame.
Well, it was more realized in World than anything because you could see they could render the shimmer. and,
his
like,
armor, by the way, though, is sick. You get to be.
Yeah,
it's
they
pretty
are
much a
rad.
Nubis. You are a Nubis when you.
the
make
armor
his
is rad. Yeah.
So
What
I
are
don't
you
know.
thinking, like
I'll let
C?
you take that away because.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know with him
What are you thinking?
because it's either you're basing it off mechanics or you're basing it off of.
I was willing to say D. I don't
Yeah.
know.
All right, throw him in D.
Actually, I agree with
and
that.
then move Kula Kabitch down to D.
No, Kula.
Yes.
Kula deserves to be C.
I hate him.
Brachadios needs to be right after.
Okay,
Basil
he's got to
Geese.
be at the end of C.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
And then Brachadios needs to be either before Basil Geese or right after because he's too good to be that.
Okay,
low
yeah,
on
I
A
agree with
tier.
that. Yeah.
And chat, what are we thinking?
It doesn't matter what they think. This is official. This is the
This is
only
the
list that matters.
Definitive monster.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't know if we
monster
said that in the bit intro, but I don't. If you guys have watched Ranked before, you know that when we make this, it's you. Actually, unfortunately, it becomes written into U.S. law.
Right,
This
I'm
is,
pretty
This is
sure-
the game's being rewritten as we speak.
Yeah, so this will probably influence the designers and stuff. So expect
Yeah.
that probably the monsters that are in here will be the next additions to Rise.
Pineapples, I feel you for Laguerre Chris being an F. Or he's mad that we put him in D tier.
Like he wants it to be
I
even
love
lower.
That's too bad.
He's
That's
one
too
of my
bad.
favorite flagships, but I mean, Zach, I
But you're looking at the
understand
official
water
list right
mechanics.
there. There was the list.
I mean, you saw it, guys. We'll, as we are apt to do, we'll put it on Twitter after we're done. But you guys, that's the last bit I had planned. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I mean, and I appreciate the intro earlier too.
The official intro.
And I appreciate you guys being here, sticking around. Don't forget to go to Rogue Energy's website and enter in FGC4 for the discount.
Get juiced.
We do have some stuff coming up. We are a part of the Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation. Are we talking about generations today or no?
We sure are. I wanted to make sure we did that last. If you guys want to pull up our, hey, you've already got it going. I wanted to say, again, in line with our, also remember, if you guys were watching earlier, in response to the call out, you need to catch us next weekend. That's going to be next Saturday, I believe the 24th, where we're going to be 4HM versus TCS.
We're
That's
going to be
4
fighting
Horsemen
these intruders.
versus Team Charge Shot, our
I'm
home
excited.
invaders, who we have
homies.
reported to the
We've already called the police.
yeah, they're probably in jail, but they'll be here next weekend.
Yeah.
I'm scared that Puff is going to drop out of nowhere again.
I'm scared that he's
You
the
know.
best Tetris attack player that's ever been
I'm-
born or will ever be
Those
born.
games that got
It'll
picked
be
were
interesting.
The game list is kind of scary. I'm not going to lie. Except
Yeah.
for Halo 2, I'm going to clap anybody that comes at me. at Halo
And
2.
we will let you guys
BRB.
know not only who our roster is, but what our games are come Tuesday. I'll try and get
Oh,
it out earlier than that.
brainstorming.
We have been challenged. We will take it to the council will meet in the fires of the fortress, which is 27 levels high. The
Rings will be passed
fires
out.
at the bottom. So we'll let you know, like I said, via our Twitter at FGC4 when we figured out what our game lineup will be. That event's going to be very cool, by the way. We're
Yeah.
gonna post up those games on a wheel, and the way it will work, just so that you know, and we'll make sure that the format is outlined in detail on our social media, just so that you know how it will work. What we're going to do is all the games will go on a big wheel, right? And the wheel will be spun. We're going to land on a game. Once that game's been played, that game is no longer able to be played again. And when we've chosen a game, we are then both from our teams of 4 going to elect one player each to face off in that title. The games will have some per-game rules. Something like Ice Climbers, for example, will probably be a high-score battle, played one and then the other.
Right.
I'm excited for that.
Something like Halo will be played in a 1v1 Slayer, 1v1 deathmatch. So, different games, different rules. And again, that's going to be a day-long event we're doing Saturday. That's next weekend, April the 24th. Please catch us for that. The time will probably be somewhere between noon and 3 p.m. so that we have time, so that we don't go deep into the night with that. But, hey, let me tell you guys what we're here to really talk about.
I'm excited for this.
For the first time anywhere, we would love to show you guys this brand new concept we've come up with. We teased it a little bit a long time ago, and
Yeah.
I apologize for how long it
It's
took
been
us
in
to
the
do
works.
it. But what we'd like you to bring you guys today is what we are calling the Generations League. This is the brainchild of Mr. Galga himself. What we want to do, and what we don't think anybody has really done before, we hope first in history, is we're going to bring you a 5-week, 5-game tournament of retro titles, and they're going to be in the lineage of one game type. And the one we've chosen to start with, we could have chose anything Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, games that have a lineage of titles. We've chosen the Versus series.
Specifically.
Yeah, this is straight the birth of the
Right.
Like this
if
is
you're
the
looking at
origin
this
of the
list,
Versus
this is the
series.
OG stuff.
Children of the Atom is going to be our first game, and that is literally the godfather of versus games.
Starting with Children of the Atom, moving into X-Men versus Street Fighter, then Marvel Superheroes, and ending with Marvel versus Capcom, followed by Marvel versus Capcom 2. So ending at Marvel versus Capcom 2. Again, these titles, if you guys want to scroll down that page, powered mostly by Fightcade 2.0, which you can get at fightcade.com. Marvel versus Capcom 2, obviously not available on a CPS2 platform, so you'll have to use Null DC Bear to get to that. The instructions will be clear, and as a matter of fact, if you want to check down in our Twitch panels, the best way to get informed on how to access these games and how to join the tournament will be in our Discord, which I'm plugging for the first time publicly. Head down to our Twitch panels again to find our Discord link and join the 4 Horsemen Discord.
Marvel time, baby.
Wired Internet connections.
We want our
strongly
wired
recommended.
connections, please.
Where's Marvel?
Registration for this is going to be week by week, meaning the registration for Children of the Atom is open now. You can register for Children of the Atom tonight.
And don't be scared, guys. Like, if you think you're not going to do well in one game, you could come back and wreck in another one.
That's a fact.
This is accumulating points throughout the whole league.
This is the Generations League, meaning you're going to get points for each of you're going to get points for one. I'm at this point thinking 1st through 5th victories for each game. Those points will be cumulative across the league, and the winner will be determined by the highest point holder at the end of the 5th week. And those points will be trackable. Again, it'll be very visible on our social media and in our Discord, which you can find in the Twitch panels.
So we highly advise, if you want to sign up for one game, just, go on a limb and try to sign up for, 2 or 3 of them, or maybe all of them.
I don't think anybody wants to smoke in Children of the Atom, though.
Tell you right now,
I don't think anybody wants that smoke.
I will call out any of you in Children of the Atom.
Iceman, if you're watching.
Iceman, we're gonna get a couple good people on this, so I'm excited.
Today's a day of call-outs.
Yep. If you can beat us at Children of the Atom, I'll give you a high five.
But again, registration for that is open tonight, and registration for games in the sequence will open the day after the tournament date, right?
Yes.
So these are happening, I should say, on Thursdays for the next 5 weeks. That's going to be the 22nd to 29th, and then the dates in May. And those, again, will be very clear. There'll be a promotional graphic going out tomorrow that will tell you when the games are and what weeks they are. You will be able to register for a game at noon the day after the preceding game. They are capped, by the way, to 24 players. That's
right, yeah. So first come, first serve, 24 people, because we don't want to take an entire weekend on this, right? We want to make sure that we're able to put on a good show and everything. And
this is the first one we should mention, you guys.
So
Generations League is beginning with verses, but not ending with verses. And in fact, we're open to any and all suggestions about which games we should explore next. The Generations League will continue. We'll pick 5
tweet
games
at
of
us.
any.
At For Horsemen FGC on Twitter.
Hey, join our Discord. We got links in the chat right now. But please jump in on Generations. We're trying something new. We want to see how this plays out. Want to keep doing this for you guys. Bring some exciting content for you.
All right. Well, I think that's it.
I think that's going to wrap it up for us, guys.
Why don't you guys sign us out for once? We never do this. Tell us who you are and where we find
All
you.
right.
I'm Baby.
And I'm the Dingo.
And we're here to sign you off.
You guys are so whack. I'm Peacecraft. I'm Peacecraft. This has been Chip Damaged. You can find me Twitter. I don't know. I'm at FGC4. I guess I'm the Horseman. I'm also at 4HM Peacecraft.
Adam.
Yeah, at me. But that's been it for Chip Damage. Thanks so much for joining us again.